welcome back to Chess for Sleep, the only channel on YouTube that is 100% dedicated to chess content designed for relaxation and sleep. Actually, that's probably not true. If you have another channel, if you represent such a channel that does that, welcome. Today I'm going to be commentating on the Chess360 Titled Arena for March 2024 here on Lichess. Thanks for joining me. Really enjoyed commentating on the Titled Arena a couple weeks ago. So so haven't uploaded in a few days. I actually have a video that's it's about locked and loaded in my candidates preview series, but life just got in the way this week, so I haven't gotten it up yet, but I'll get that up soon, and then this video as well. I've also been just working on my own chess game in the meantime. When I started this channel a few weeks ago, I had been on a little break from chess for a few months just because I'd kind of gotten burned out and getting busy with other things. So I'm getting back into it as I start the channel, and I'm also planning on starting to stream some rapid games. I am a near 2,000 player. I peaked just below 2,000 in my last surge on chess.com. Higher on Lichess, but on chess.com just under 2,000. So I'm going to start a rapid series again. That's hopefully with a relaxing atmosphere, but it's going to be a race to 2,000 type of series, and looking to finally break that. So that'll be fun. So would love it if you came along for that. I've been working on just getting the rust out and brushing up on my repertoire. I actually used to be kind of for many years I played d4, and then I played the French, and then the Nimzo / Queen's Gambit declined against d4. And now, that wasn't too long ago that was my status. Now I'm actually playing the English as white primarily, and I'm playing the Caro-Kann, and I'm mainly playing the Queen's Gambit accepted against d4, c4. Of course, you get a lot of London and other, Kala and other stuff nowadays, but I've really, I don't know, the repertoire just really works for me. I never really enjoyed playing against the King's Indian, the Benko Gambit, the Benoni, as well as the Nimzo Indian. Never really loved playing against those with d4 and c4. I'm really liking the positions I'm getting out of the opening, so been working on that. Tactics are by far the thing I need to work most on. I think that's the thing that kept me from getting to 2,000 before. It was just middle game tactical misses and blunders. So plus I've been cranking out the tactics puzzles. So, but we'll be making that push for 2,000. I'm also starting from square one because I started a new Chess for Sleep YouTube, Chess for Sleep YT. That's my chess.com handle. So I'll be building that up from scratch. Just about 1,700. Having just played a few games to get it going again. So anyway, tournament is starting. We've got Drake in here. Let's start by checking out Draken. All right. Do we get a game from Draken? We get a game. How about David Navarra? Alright, let's do David Navarra instead. And Chess360 opened up the bishops and the rooks early on, and looks like both sides now have these a-pawns. Interesting. And as you can see, that exchange is just gone. Black lost their exchange, so that it was just an equal trade there. Interesting. So what do we have now? Both sides aren't castling now. Yeah, these knights, are they going to be dangerous to this black queen, or sorry, this black king that again cannot castle? Can white open up this position quickly and get an attack? Maybe get this queen out? That is what I'm wondering. Let's see. Yeah, black looks in decent shape to defend over here. This knight can come over as well. You know, could black even get its own attack? It probably not anytime soon, but so far it's looking fairly equal. Interesting starting position, and with the exchanges just coming off the board right away. Both sides blunting the bishops. E7, gotta watch out for. Could this bishop get kicked? Maybe go for G4, G5 and try and hit this bishop. Weaken up E7. Let's see. I'd be worried about, I mean, if black wants to get an attack, go for C5, I would be worried about how quickly this counterplay could come for white. If I'm black, I think you might just be sitting on this. Let's see. I'm just going to expand the board just a little bit here, so we can see the players there at the bottom. There we go. Their record against each other. Okay, so we got the bishop for knight trade. Yeah, all these pawns now just, you know, in a bad endgame, if this bishop could get in, you could see these being targets for the bishop. That doesn't look like it's going to be an issue. And going in, yeah. But, yeah, I don't think there's enough firepower for this knight to do anything too dangerous. You'd have to get coordination. If these three pieces can all coordinate on A6, then it could get interesting. But maybe that's easiest, just taking the exchange here, or giving up the exchange for the pawn. Yeah. Let's see, takes, knight takes, pinning. You'd have the pin here at the end. So you can't take this. Okay. So then for all of that, this looks fairly equal still. I don't think white's breaking through anytime soon, so yeah, we're just gonna shuffle. Black might just shuffle here, but we will see. Yeah, trying to deflect the bishop away. Preempting, yeah. Yeah, still looks fine for black. Yeah, I mean, certainly not Magnus in terms of in-games, but I'm not seeing how white breaks through here. I think black can just shuffle forever, basically. And the king, you know, it'd be one thing if this king could get in and help, but I don't see that either. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you could go for an active defense, bring this rook around. You know, if white allowed this entry, but these pawns are too far advanced. If you try to give up your stuff, white would be too quick. So I think black just has to shuffle. But yeah, still no way for white to break through. Maybe this rook wants to come to a7. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Rook wants to come to a7. Can the king come over? The king can come over preemptively, and then you just shuffle a8 to meet the rook back to e8. No, he's going for something more active here. This would still be a pin. Yep. Can't take. Is this that is what he's saying, or would it? Yeah. No. Was there a check? No, there's no check. Okay. Sorry, just, yeah, fresh tournament. I must be missing a tactic there. Yeah, why isn't this pin working here? Oh, you can counterattack the bishop. That's why, I think. But if bishop takes the pawn, and then the pawn comes forward. There's a little tactical sequence there. That wasn't, I don't think that was just a simple tactic, but I think black also didn't want to risk anything. So now you win here. You win here. Yeah, first you have to block, but now. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't. White can't just give up the queen side and say win here, push this home. Yeah. I'm still gonna go with draw here, but it's not. This is not one of those super squeaky clean draws. I mean, maybe for a grandmaster it is, which I'm not, but just having the pawns here. Yeah, and he was just getting dismantled on time at the end. Yeah, he's gonna lose this pawn. Is the problem? Yeah, this is zugzwang at the end there. Zugzwang. He was about to lose the. So it's f pawn there. Let's see pawn. Yeah, nice game. Yeah, not sure about the objective status, but that was a nice zugzwang at the end there. I'm gonna take a quick look. Oh, blue-green sun. I'm a big blue-green sun fan, even though. Oh, and penguin's in. Dropstone. Penguin made for really good entertainment on the last Titled Arena. Let's check out Penguin. I do really like blue-green sun. I'm forgetting the real life, the player's name offhand. But he's an excellent player, and he gave I think he's Russian. He gave Magnus a run for his money in previous tournaments. So, but Mr. Andrew Tang now. I don't know that I've ever really watched him much in Chess360. So we know he's the, basically the fastest polo player around. But we've got 3-minute Chess360, so. Let's and obviously Andrew Tang is a great player in all areas, but this will be interesting to see how he fares here. Okay, very tactical now. Try calculating these tactics on the fly. You've got this pawn. You can't allow him to take you here with check, surely. even with this, because you're still covering with the rook. Yeah, I mean, e7, again, you're still capturing with check. You're right, you're still covering. Is the queen coming in and doing something devastating? Yeah, you have to take that. Yeah, it's a rook, and yeah. Oh, I was going to say the queen could have come back, but that was just hanging the queen. All right, penguin. Penguin. All right, in third place now. It's not quite like the bullet arenas where the lead is constantly in flux. It's a little slower paced here. Probably better for sleep. All right. Opening up the queen. Okay, so setting up e5 here. Getting a little, I was going to say kind of getting a funky Carol Khan looking type thing here. Getting an advanced Carol Khan type thing here. Yeah, I mean, this is like f6 in the French now, just going right at the center. Often playing f6 in the French early is potentially can backfire. Here with the setup of the queen, and yeah, if the queen could get here, it would be a different story. But if you can dismantle that center right away, why not? Yeah, so d5 is definitely coming eventually. I assume we're going to castle. Yep, and now d5. Probably castles too from white. Don't think you want to allow d5 with your king right behind the queen. Or can you? Can you really? I'm shocked this is taking... He's taking so much time here. Is there... Oh, you're giving up. That's why. You're giving up. Can you afford to give up the a pawn? Or would you want to? I think you might have to. You can't. I don't think you can allow... Oh, this is tough. I mean, I think he's going to block. Yeah, but this is a huge problem now for white. White is not castling. You're getting the rook in. Ooh, this is getting tactical. So if rook f1, check. You're winning the queen with check. Oh, nice. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Only way to stop. Well, you could stop with the knight and the bishop, but then it's mate. Yeah. How are your tactics? You have to calculate those tactics very quickly. All right. We've got a well-known entity in these arenas. Watneg, very strong player. Opening up some bishops here. Queens are a little tucked away. We're going to castle over here. That looks messy. I'm assuming maybe queen up and then kingside castles. D5 square looking very nice for black. Yeah, I'm already liking black here. These bishops are set up nicely. The d4 square, or sorry, d5 square, gonna castle. Yeah, this is not very comfortable. Although, no immediate way to exploit that, or is there? Can you pile up here? What are you exactly doing to defend here? If just, or even knight c6 to attack. What are you doing? Oh, he's going to allow the bishop to trade this off. That'll be a big trade. Okay, bishop takes. Oh, he could have won the exchange. Yeah, knight e3 was winning the exchange, but yeah, tactical. Ooh. That is a fork, but it's not doing anything. Right? Because... No, oh. You can't defend it. Can't defend the bishop. It's falling with check. Nice. But what's the material now? It's an exchange for black. Ooh. That is very tough to deal with. Get this pin in coming here. Ooh. This can't be, yeah. There's no way. White cannot hold this. Yeah. One of these pawns is getting home. Oh, but, ooh, interesting. That skewer changes the game, yep. Never mind, the skewer changes things. Yeah, can't defend the pawns now. This is white's, but it's a time race, it's penguin. It's increment though, right? Or no, yeah, or no, sorry, I was thinking we had, yeah, it's 2 second increment, I'm sorry. It's 2 second increment. I missed the end of the game there. Did Penguin just win that? On time? Sorry, everybody. Penguin's fine. Get distracted. Alright, so Penguin's still in second. Again, get a little Caro-Kann action here. Near and dear to my heart. Obviously, again, it's not a Caro-Kann with this piece configuration. It's just the pawns that, otherwise it's not a Caro-Kann. All right. Yeah, getting castled by getting that rook up, that was a good maneuver by black. This is already looking tough for Penguin here. Yep. And that pawn is gone. And even besides, I mean, the pawn is nice. The position, this coordination, it's just tough. It was very nice to get the rook up and castled quickly. That was a good assessment by, let's call him Maciek. Yep, this is looking very rough. Rook here. Yeah, you gotta... Yeah, I mean, you could move the pawn up to hit the rook. Obviously, now the queen would be falling. Can't do that. Maybe knight here to here. Can't pin. You got the bishop covering. Yeah, that was an important tempo. Now you can castle. Black maybe took his foot a little bit off the gas, but okay, so knight's hit, pawn's hit. Here to defend both, no letting it go. Oof. Back rank's an issue. Is it though? Because you can play back. Oh, this rook is maybe getting hit at the end. But yeah, you got to take that. Yeah, it wasn't a yeah, that pawn was just falling. Yeah, sometimes you're just not sure. There's these tactical ramifications. I mean, it looked like that pawn was just falling, but with the back rank, you're not 100% sure. But Oof. Just taking this is so good for black now. I mean, as of now, you're winning another pawn by taking. Doesn't allow that. Queen move and you've got the discovery. Interesting move. Yeah, just park your queen on your opponent's back rank, surrounded by pieces. Alright, so we got the discovery. Hitting the bishop, obviously. Also hitting the knight. I think this is dead. Peng. Andrew Peng. Penguin, as Benedict Cumberbatch would struggle to say. That video was so funny. Alright. So. Okay. Yeah, both queens hanging now. At the end, this bishop is hanging. And the rook, yeah, the rook and the bishop would be hanging. Now it's hit twice. Ooh. Is that, yeah, did Machek get too fancy here? Yeah, that's the problem. At the end, your rook and your bishop are both hanging. You can counterattack, but knight takes. Knights are defending each other at the end. I think that was a miscalculation by Machek. It was looking good. Takes. So now you're losing the exchange. Oh, and then, yeah, taking the bishop instead and now forking. Whoops. Now you come back, you're hitting rook, yeah, here, but it's with check. Okay, yep, so check. When the dust is settled, it's an exchange for penguin in the end. Equal on pawns, these knights are terrible. These rooks are going to get active, and that's going to be it, yeah. Yeah, Machek just got too fancy. Machek was... if we can go back real quick. I mean, this was totally unnecessary. I mean, Machek was just winning here. He's up a pawn, his position is better. No reason to get fancy and put your queen on c1 there. Let's check out the leaderboard here. Pultis. I don't know who Pultis is. Shall we check out the #1 player here? Pultis. Okay, Pultis. What do we have for Pultis here? Versus Real Perangel? Real Perangel? Who knows? Using the pin. Oh, but no, that's defended. Never mind. Well, I like white space, and this bishop is totally dead, so this bishop also not doing great, but all pawns on the board, very close position. Oh, now we've got file to work with. A knight sitting here. Ooh, yeah, there's no way out of that at that point. Yeah, you're about to lose this pawn anyway. Maybe it was worse than that. Yeah, very nice. Taking. Yeah, white, I think white just maybe ran out of ideas. took there and didn't realize opening the B file was going to be that deadly that quickly, but it was. Poultice 12. It's still fairly close, so the exchange isn't as big a deal as it might otherwise be. It's not a totally easy win. And yep, to that end, gives up the bishop. And gives up the exchange again. In these closed positions, you'll see that a lot. If you win the exchange, not much you can do with it in a closed position with the rooks, but you can give it back at the right time to maybe win a crucial pawn, and that's very nice. That is a classy finish right there. Poultice, nice win. Blue-green sun. Green knight. Must be a Fabiano Caruana fan. Fabiano's Verde Notte, I think, on Lichess, which is Italian for green knight. Night is in the time of day, not like a medieval knight. Alright, back to Penguin here. Another very blocked position here. Just looking to exchange here and then put the knight here, I'm assuming. This bishop's just always staring at this weakness for white. This exchange, again, not as caring as much about the exchange when you're in this closed of a position. Black's fine giving up this exchange. Yeah, this bishop would be deadly, and we're going to see that. It's going to be closed, but again, this bishop is already nicely placed, and there's potential for it to do more things with all these pawns on dark squares. You can imagine an in-game, everything comes off the board, and it's just this bishop ready to gobble all these pawns. So in the meantime, you gotta defend here. We're getting queen b8. Thing is that would invite the trades here. Well, yeah, this knight could fork at the right time, which could be painful. It's covered for now. Yeah, I was saying it invites a trade, but if you had the immediate rook here, you'd have an amazing four-way fork. That would have been really cool. So white had to be cautious. This knight could fork here at an opportune time. Hope you're having a great Saturday wherever you are. I hope you're recharging if you're working. I hope you're able to be present with your work and get what you need done. And yeah, if you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying some chess right now. So okay. Knight f2 here. Yeah, threatening this queen check would be deadly if you captured. So, but not if this rook is gone. So inviting the trade first, rook coming in. Now if you take, are we 100% sure that white can't take this knight now? Rook check. Yeah, he couldn't, he'd be getting mated. Or losing the queen at the end of that, at the very least, so. So instead, white is chilling here. But now this is coming off. This is following. Yep, it's following. Gotta defend here now. White really can't move much. Ooh. Takes. Taking the, yeah, just taking the knight, simple. And taking here. So, can you afford? No, you can't afford. You cannot take this with a rook because I think the queen coming in. Yeah, well, no, it's mate. It's just mate right away. The queen on a1. So you could not take that. You still can't take it. It's mate. Now, king's preparing to run. Take here and then run. So the knight blocks. Ooh, yeah, my money is on paying one with the time situation. Stopping mate here is not going to be easy, and these pawns can come up. If white just sits, these pawns are coming home. And yeah, that was a fine trade to make. Black is up material here. It's 3 pawns for the exchange. And, you know, if this rook was simply so active that pawns are going to follow, it'd be one thing, but that is not the case. Yeah, black just has to get the pawns moving. It's not super easy here. Gotta watch forks. Yeah. White's playing this well. Well, you know, keeping pressure on black so he's not just simply creating these passers right away. But this, I mean, this is lost, right? Yeah, this is lost now. Yep, just run. King's coming up. Nice win for Andrew. The knight can come defend this pawn, or, yeah, this pawn will survive. The knight can potentially sacrifice to stop this pawn. You're just queening. Yep. That works, queen. And, yep. Get your queen back here. Yeah, cut the king off. Now there's no move for white. No move for white. The queen, at the very least, is always getting to a8 and stopping promotion. And the king will come over, win this pawn, and we will get a queen on king checkmate eventually. Back to the leaderboard. Blue-green sun, looking good. Let's check out blue-green sun from Turkey. Blue-green sun, okay. Opening up the queen. It's taking claim in the center. Yep, getting the knights out. Imagine this rook will eventually come to the d file, and we might eventually see a d4 push here. The only problem is you've got the bishop that's supporting this diagonal. Yeah, so c3, d4. Yeah, maybe rook here, and then c3, d4 eventually. Yeah, both sides of castle. These bishops are fine where they are. Obviously they can open up and be influencing the center just where they are. And, oh, there we go. d4 already. Note that this rook, yeah, if you open up the c file, that rook is falling. Now it's not rook, no, just taking instead of rook, okay. Okay, defending, defending. Note that, yeah, taking here, there's potential to fork the queen king with a knight sacrifice here in the right scenario, but it's not here because this bishop is around. checking out this check. Checking out the check here. I don't think that's getting you anywhere immediately, but what do I know? Not much. Yep, just coming back. That's probably why he was taking extra long, was just seeing he was going to lose the exchange in the end there. Yeah, it's going to be tough for white now. That exchange in this kind of position, it's going to be tough. So he's going for trying to open lines and at least have a lead in activity for his pieces. Knight's getting kicked. That was a nice move. Yeah, because you had the knight hit and this discovery on the queen coming up, so nice way to deal with that. Yep. Threatening a2, threatening another fork here. Okay, back to penguin. Did we watch the end of the one? I'm not sure now. I'm getting mixed up between the games. Quick check at the leaderboard either way. Okay. Contra, yeah, we saw him do some nice things in the Titled Arena. Let's check out Penguin versus Contra here. If you remember, in one of the Chess360 tournaments, Magnus lost his queen with a bishop move coming to the 4th rank, and this queen did not have a square. It's nice. I think Magnus fought on in that one for quite some time, but all right. Well, this position is looking, a lot of pieces on the board, a lot of open lines. This is looking, could get some fireworks here pretty soon. Tactics in the air already. This diagonal, yep, and there we go. Yep. Is that, what? This is defended. This is defended. I don't know. I don't see it. Gosh. As a chess YouTuber, you like to pretend like you know everything that's going on in every position, but that's definitely not the case, even for the best of us, and I'm not the best of us, but I don't understand exactly why white gave that up, why black went for that, and then why white just giving back material to relieve some pressure, I guess. This knight was potentially going to get a check in. I guess that was the idea. Just thought that knight was going to be too dangerous, so probably a good decision. Yeah, this is looking quite menacing. The knights aren't getting in the attack, though, anytime soon. If you could have one more piece over here to attack the black king, it would be very dangerous, but that's not happening. These pieces aren't going anywhere quickly, and yeah, this piece is now under a lot of pressure. Okay, but threatening the trade here. And where's, okay, I was gonna say either A3 or B4. You gotta keep the queens on. Yeah, how is black breaking through immediately here? Can you take here? Yeah, because this is a Big problem. Big problem, big problem, big problem. Oof. Yeah, that was the idea, but is this too... Yeah, if you can't take with the knight, obviously. If you take with the king, you're losing here. Yeah, and if you take with the pawn here, it's not immediate. You know, white isn't mating black. It's going to take a few moves still. Okay. So that's what we're getting in the end. Yeah, but, oh man, this... Yeah, obviously black is first now. This check... Could there... Is it a... Yeah, so it's a perpetual. If white gets this check in, king takes here, it's a perpetual. And mate is going to be threatened, but I think black would be first. I think white would have to take the perpetual. The question here is now, can black mate first? Rook a2, king runs. Yeah, this check is covered. Queen here, king runs. I don't see the immediate mate for black either. Is there a perpetual for black? See, this is a perpetual. This is definitely a perpetual, but I was gonna say, could the queen come back and defend that and go for more? Not really. Yeah, I don't think there was more. Yeah, interesting game at the end there. Shan't. Let's check it. Take a look at the leaderboard still. I actually did not realize this was a 3-hour tournament. I was thinking it was 2 hours. Cool. Nothing like a little relaxing chess. If you don't find chess relaxing, that's also understandable, because at times it's a very stressful game for me. But when I'm not playing, I find it very relaxing. If I'm playing and if I believe I'm better, or I have a winning position, that's very stressful. There's nothing more stressful than feeling like you have to cash in on a winning position, and you don't want to waste it, and you don't want to blunder. To me, that's all. That gets stressful quite quickly. I'm actually thinking about doing a video series on kind of addressing that, how our kind of emotional state, mental state is affected by the game and what's happening when we're playing. There's a book by, I think his last name is Rowson. Chess for Zebras is the name of the book. And it kind of gets into that kind of stuff. Your mental approach to the game. And not just you're going to go out there and dominate, but really a deeper look at the subtleties of your kind of mental approach to the game. Really great book if you want to check it out, but I think I might do a video series that gets into like the psychology of chess a little bit. I find it very interesting. Chess is a kind of exploration of who we are as people, as problem solvers, what it says about us, what changing our game, how difficult it is when we see ourselves in a certain way. Just a lot of interesting topics there. All right, so back to this game. Queen's in the corner here. Obviously, this king is a good bit safer. I'm worried about the white king, but nothing's happening quickly. Do you want to take this bishop? You're activating black, though, so just take the pawn, sure. So king takes, yeah. So pawn, knight takes. Uh, bishop. So bishop here then is your only option, I think. Is that a huge problem to play bishop here to protect? You're immediately threatening to take and relieve the pin. What is the problem with this move? If bishop here, can't go pawn here, as we discussed. Bishop here. What is the problem with bishop here? I'm not saying it's great, but I mean, you're relieving the pin, right? I mean, bishop here, here. Gosh, watching these guys really makes you feel like you're always missing something. But what is the tactical problem with bishop here? There's no way to immediately hit this knight again. I don't see it. He's giving up the queen. Please in the comments, if you let me know what the tactical liability was there, because there was nothing quick happening. I don't get it. Yeah, please let me know. Really struggling on that one. Alright, I'm just going back. So if bishop here, you're defending this. Wait, is that one? Did Andrew seriously calculate this? If this is mate, if you come here, it's rook. That's why. Is that why he didn't go for that? Because he had that whole thing calculated. He was just calculating that he had mate if he sacked the queen. Oh my god! Holy crap! I'm over here like a patzer. Why isn't he defending his piece? No, he has checkmate. That's why. Andrew Tang. Yeah, clip that, I guess, because I'm sitting here like, what in the heck? Why isn't he saving the piece? Oh, it's just checkmate. Wow. Wow. I did not see that coming. And this is a problem now, isn't it? Yeah, this is awkward, but it's not following. Yeah, I was going to say, you got to dislodge that bishop somehow. Remember, we've got this battery. Just taking that, yeah. Okay. Ooh, but yeah, queen's defending, but ooh, this looks very deadly now. Threatening this discovery. Is there something better than this discovery? The knight going into the pin. Ooh. Well, this is delightfully messy here. Huh. Okay, well, it looked like it was inevitable. White was always going to lose a piece there. And he did. But he's got pawns. Oh, no. Just in low time. Just blundering the rook there. Oh, Alireza is in. Alireza is in. We've got Alireza. That is great. Great stuff. All right, Alireza. Thank you for joining. He's in with plenty of time to spare. Well, we have a new favorite now. Ooh, pin. How do you defend here? How do you defend here? Yeah, it's not mating. No. I think it's just, we're just getting perpetual here. Black might eventually just get this pawn and because you're preventing the mate. Yeah, that couldn't take here because of the back rank. You got to be careful with the mate threat, but this king's so open you can't trade a rook. So, and that was cutting off the mate. So this is obviously a draw. It's low time for Alireza, but yeah, you're getting a rook off now. Oh, no. He's not going for that. Does he think maybe there's a chance he can mate here? And just take... No, he's still... Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm sorry. Alireza was white. I was thinking Alireza was black this whole time. My apologies. Okay, well then it makes sense why black was playing on, because Alireza was so low on time. Alright. Alright, sorry everyone. That makes sense. So now, Alireza and Watnag. I think we are locked in now on... Oops, sorry about that. We gotta stick here with Alireza. Alright, so get this Leningrad Dutch type of formation. On the queen side though, of course. This knight coming in is looking unpleasant. With this bishop coming up and the queen too, oof. Yeah, it's just barely holding. Yep. This was defended. Just winning that pawn. Oof, yeah. F6 is ready to fall. Yeah, maybe kicking this knight away. But yeah, just take that. That didn't do you any good. This is weak. Oof. But yeah, just in time. Oh, the knight can't go here with the knight. Yeah, just in time. Now white has to make his own weakness over there, Watnag. This is weak. Good. Strong play from Alireza to fight back in this position. Ooh. Just using the pin there. That's mate. Threatening here to check here. Oh, Alireza. Oh, look with the fork, Can't take that, it's a fork. Guys, the fact that we get to watch people like Magnus and Alireza play this game for free online, it's just crazy to me. That was gorgeous. Look at this sequence. The pin hits, and then this is so good. It's so easy to miss this for humans, for us mortals. You miss this, you don't think about the fork. I mean, in this time control, in this classical control, obviously it's different, but... Alright, Alireza. Queen opened up, staring over at the king here. Opening up, yep, and now breaking through, just wants to see over to this b2 square. Ooh, now space for black. Got the good bishop remaining. Yeah, white's looking pretty active here. Question is, can white, white obviously wants to counterattack here on the flank. Black all this space here, can gain more space on the king side. White's really got to get an attack, an initiative here on the queen side. This formation, this knight is a big problem. Just clogging things up. Where's it going? All right. Pawn here is lost. That's just taken. Takes. You have to obviously calculate that. I'm not seeing it immediately. Nice move. Yep, I think that's about it for white's. That's about it for white's initiative here on the king side, I think. If here, don't take... Well, no, actually, you could. There's no fork because the rook's covering. Gotta watch these forks. Always watch the forks. Yeah. Huh. Kind of surprised Alireza went for this, but... Can he pick up enough? Can he just pick up the pawn? I mean, if he can pick up this pawn, obviously, this is game over. But what's he picking up here? Can he go? Yeah, you can always think about this depending on where the king is, but here the king is chasing that pawn down if white traded there. No, yeah, this pawn's falling. With check now. Nice, very nice. And you're coming back. Yep, coming back to protect your own king. Passers here. Man, Shant, really got his way back in. Well, Alireza going for all those trades, I think, was pretty questionable. Perpetual here? No, everything is covered. You can't trade, obviously, with the outsider passer. And there's no other check. Yeah, that's game. Yeah, all those trades all of a sudden really favored... I mean, it was equal. It should have been a... I mean, both sides were getting perpetual, but then Alireza pushed it and didn't go well. More berserking from Alireza. No reply from Dropstone. Paravian, I think? Is that who Dropstone is, I think, maybe? Okay. Ooh, yeah, coordinating immediately here. Okay. Oh, well, it's just falling now, but then if you could defend it, which you can't, yeah, you were immediately coordinating. But yeah, that was just totally, there was no way to defend that. Chess360, it happens. Obviously, you can't take this because you're winning, and then you're winning the rook. Check and this looks incredibly dangerous, but there's no immediate knockout blow. Yeah. Still looking very deadly. You've got this kicking this knight is probably one of the top things here. If black takes here, then you've got this square now for the knight. Oh, he goes in. That surprised me. Yeah. Now it's, let's see. Oh, yeah, wasn't there was going to be mate, right? Mate was unstoppable because he wasn't coming back. I'm not 100% sure. I think yeah, but yeah, it was clear that night. Um, Once the knight got kicked, that white was just dismantling. Black. Nice win. Nice comeback for Alireza. Number 1 versus number 2. Blue Green Sun. Again, excellent player. I know. Maybe he's a mystery jam. Maybe it's not public. I think Paravian is Dropstone, and then Blue Green Sun is maybe. I think he's either private or he's maybe a lesser known player, but. All right. Yeah, take him at the pawn. Take here, yeah, I don't think it's a problem for white. Yeah, you can't take here with the bishop because then you're taking here, deflecting the queen away, right? Oh, rook. Okay. Take here, the rook comes back, check, or takes, king takes. Except he goes for something else because this is better. I think that was the idea. Maybe it was failing for some reason. Ooh. Yeah, maybe that was his idea the whole time, that he could. That pressure. Yeah, nice pickup there. That's why when you find a good move, look for a better one, as they say. Never settle for just something passive, something. Oh, I can defend my piece. Well, maybe you actually are attacking your opponent's pieces if you don't defend it. Okay. Do we have a fortress here? These pawns are broken up, that's a problem, but in general, without any minor pieces for black, no passer, you can get fortress positions, especially if all the pawns are on one side of the board. What was that about? I'm not sure what that was about. Isn't that just giving up a2 and now this pawn's running? And that wasn't necessary. Just bring the rook back and then you're losing that. Yeah, that's the thing. It was all about trying. If he had just sat there, kept the rook on the second rank, defended by the knight, it's probably a better way to try and hold, but all right. We're getting the Caruana here, Green Knight. Or theoretically. Don't know for sure. Okay, that knight was hit. Yep, just trade this nicely posted up bishop. Good development from white there early on. Giving up the d4 square. And playing to make that pawn look like a weakness, although. Ooh, is that okay? Undermining. Ooh, crashing through. Black gonna shift focus over the king side here. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be too much. Just like that. I mean, that's why he's Alireza. Second place. Sorry, real quick, getting back into the leaderboard, very close at the top, still very early. And we're getting a advanced Caro-Kann. with kings and queens. It's looking kind of normal. Bishop, just got the bishops tossed around. Bishop over here, swip swapped with the knight. The knight on F1. Otherwise, it's just a normal Caro-Kann. Are we gonna see something that just straight resembles Caro-Kann advanced? We didn't get the pawn coming outside. We didn't get so far not exactly. No, we did get c5. Sorry, we did. This is a I forget the name of it. This is what I play. You're playing just basically a French defense, advanced variation, tempo down in order to get your bishop out, essentially, like we have here. So this really is quite similar to just a totally normal advanced Caro-Kann. Sorry. Who does these small changes favor? This pin is annoying. This pawn's defended though. Normally, white definitely wants to try to get an attack on the king side in this situation. And especially with these doubled f-pawns now, you've got this square under lock and key. Often you want to see an f-pawn advance to break open the f-file, get an attack on the black king. It's not happening here. So I think black has done well out of the opening. Yeah, this rook being stuck isn't a problem. Maybe even it's going to support h5 to hit this queen. We can see the h-pawn coming up the board, this queen coming over. This could become a counterattack very quickly. Yeah, that bishop has not much to do, except be a tactical liability now. Nice spot there for him. Taking with probably maybe the g-pawn to get the pressure, or maybe but you're also, white's getting to it first, so yeah, I think got to take that way. And again, it's probably an h-pawn push, if anything, from black. This rook just wants to stay here and push the h-pawn. Okay. So yeah, this pawn is liable to fall here for too long. But I don't think, I don't think this position is a huge problem for either side at the moment. Yeah, I gotta watch. Can't move this rook. This rook hanging. I'm just gonna hold on to this pawn. Ooh, nice mate. Ooh. Yeah, we saw there was a rook just hanging here, ready to be taken, but that square is also useful for checkmate as well. Very nice. Alireza goes down. VM. I don't know VM. This guy, very familiar with. Contra, Sindarov. Poultice, don't know him. He's having a great showing. Blue Green Sun, Alireza. Shant, I've definitely seen Shant. Okay, back at it. Queen's opened up. Alrighty. right. Fine to sit in this discovery here. Okay. Have some weird configuration of knights over here. This pawn is weak, but yeah, it can be defended. These pawns are menacing, but there's no way to really get a quick attack. Black, on the other hand, yeah, it's going to be first on the C file. Pretty equalish. Interesting. Okay to have yeah, basically inviting that thorn pawn. Yeah, this bishop is not really doing anything, trading it off, an option. Now this is black's bad bishop. Black is agreeable to a trade for that bishop. But yeah, after all these trades, that weakness, yeah, this bishop, light square bishop for black was a bad bishop, but it was defending a critical pawn, and then it wasn't with that trade, so that was the issue. Okay. You don't want to passively defend this pawn. Not that at this point it's just gone, I think. White's king is more active. These pieces are better, but if you did want to try and hold it, this passive rook move is not what you want, but yeah. What else are you going to do? Yeah, this rook can come in. You get b6. Yeah, if you can grab this pawn, get these pawns home. You can take this knight if he allows it. Not now, because the rook would have been able to come back. Obviously you can't take that and have the two connected passers. If you're not taking it, where are you going? And you've got this pawn falling. Yep, that is looking like game. If you go rook here, you got the rook pinning then with g7 to come, so that wouldn't be good. And that's what he goes for. I'm assuming you want to pin that, right? You could take this, but yeah, no, the pin's better. You can't play rook c7 because this fork. And now you're just getting b7. You can't allow the trade, obviously. Yeah, just b7, that's it. That is going to be an easy conversion. Can't approach, it's just queening. Fastest way to do it. Doesn't really matter. But there we go. All right, Alireza versus the number 1 VM. One of those of the multitude of Russian GMs. Okay. Typical stuff, the bishop in the corner. Interesting. Okay, this is interesting. The bishop's paired up, the knight's paired up. You don't see this type of thing every day. Marvel at that. But what does it mean for the position? Yeah. Can you coordinate these? Can you get an attack quickly? Is what I'm saying. Given you've already got the bishops pointing at each other's kings and you've got knights that can jump in. I don't see it right away. Interesting to go ahead and, yeah, you're pinning. Just threatening to win the pawn. You'd be taking with check here. Taking there. Okay. So you're going to defend this now, the rook up maybe? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so preventing the knight coming in on the queen. Yeah, I had to take that. That was way too dangerous. The knight eyeing up the dark squares. Rook up and over, if not for this being hit. No, still rook up and over. Yeah, you don't really want to bring the bishop all the way back, but yeah, you also don't really want to trade it. There's something better than trading that bishop off. I mean, that's an important bishop for black. Obviously with the dark square weaknesses. He's not going to take it. Oh, he's got this. You also don't want to, all these trades are favoring white with this weak pawn. Got the 3 pawn islands. He's playing pretty cautiously, which is fair. Guess there's no reason not to. Ooh, what's happening here? Got the rook coming over. Not, I mean, it's covered, but it'd be covered, but just generally coming in. Yeah. Interesting stuff. I definitely didn't see all the tactics that were happening over there. We're just saying the white's getting mated, I guess. If you open up this king, it's just too much. It's not worth taking. I was thinking VM might call his bluff there, but he didn't. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bluff. I'm not 100% sure, but I wasn't seeing it immediately. And the exchange, okay. Yeah, to damage the pawns. Could this rook be, maybe this rook is falling. Yep. If you had taken that queen, then queen here. Oh, well, but the queen is still covering. Oh, it wasn't covering there because of the pawn. So yeah, that would have been, the rook would have fallen. Couldn't take that. Obviously, you can't take this. You're getting the fork. He's going for the fork. Is this not... I mean, there's a mate. There's mate threats here, too. It's not just the fork. Queen here. King here. Yeah, I wasn't quite seeing it. This passer, yep, this passer. But black's getting to that. Did he just miscalculate that? Or if you take here, I'm coming over? I'm coming in, taking these, and winning? Is that winning? That's... To count all that quickly, it's tough. Ooh, who knows? Both sides have pawns on the board, so this is interesting. Okay. Yeah, the trade there and Black's king would have been in the way of a pawn. Could we have 4 queens on the board? Probably not. That would be a cool finish, but... Well, now we're definitely not. And draw. Okay. That was a wild finish. Check out the leaderboard. Still VM on top. Got his draw there against Alireza. Poultice, Blue-Green Sun, Alireza, Sindarov. And a few others. Smattering of others. Okay. Capio. Let's see. Opening up the queen. C-pawn. It's going to be a while to get castled. Opening up this bishop. I guess, yeah, with the idea of castling queen side more quickly. Yeah, this is an interesting position. It wasn't completely clear the best way to deal with getting the queens out and also castling at the same time. I'm still not exactly sure where Black wants to castle. I guess over here on the king side. Yeah, when it's always funny to me, yeah, you do this big move. It's like, oh, you're targeting the king, and then it's just makes, moves 4 squares over. So that was the idea. Okay, e4 maybe, yep. Or, e5, target e5. Rook here, prepare e5. Looks like a good plan for Black. B-pawn is hit. You'd be walking into a discovery. Be getting hit with the rook. I don't think Black could take that, but it is hit. Or also just threatening you could take that bishop if you wanted. And then it's a discovery. You just drop. Oh, it was a discovery on the queen. Yeah, sorry. Can't forget about the queen. But yeah, e4 was the idea. Sorry, I keep saying e4, e5. Okay, if this opens up, yeah, you gotta watch for this bishop too. Get knight up. Queen is just chilling on this diagonal. That's got to be a little uncomfortable. I'm thinking rook takes here, no? I mean, why would you... Yeah, he couldn't have been... Was there an intermezzo or something that was possible? I don't know. Okay. Who's better here? I mean, you like the bishops in the open position, but the space is good for Black. Black's active. All of his pieces are nicely placed. This knight can come in. So I'm not too worried about Black here. The bishop pair is nice for White, of course, but you got to watch for this diagonal. If the bishops could somehow come here, the knight wasn't covering. You could get a very nasty skewer all of a sudden. So getting rid of the skewer possibility. Knight here to here. It's got to be an idea in the air. You got the check and win the pawn, but well, if the knight's hit, so you can't win the pawn. You still don't want to. You don't want to come here and introduce the skewer as a possibility again. Although now you're in this pin, which isn't great. But yeah, no way to immediately pressure. Okay, well now the rook's on. Ooh, this feels very scary, but queen here to here, but you know, white's got his own issues. This king is open. Yeah, can the queen afford to go on vacation over here? Push these pawns through, hit this pawn? I guess the answer is no. Yeah, because you've got knight coming here always. And how do you deal with this now? If you move off the 7th rank. Yeah. Okay. So with everything now, so it's still a pawn for white, but yeah, black has some actively placed pieces. So gotta like Alireza to at least hold this, yeah, I think. Takes, win the pawn, yeah, so now even on material. Both sides can create a passer. It's these 2 3-on-1s, that's interesting, you know, don't see that every day either. 2 3-on-1s. Can push, can't take the bishop. Is that what you want? Then bring the bishop back? Bishop back first now. Yeah, hold that in reserve. Now you have to push. No, you can just move the king up. Yeah. Yeah, bishop was just there. Couldn't move the king up to support these pawns because white's just queening. Yeah, nice win by Kipia. 58th place. Nice nice win over Alireza. Alireza, I just profiled on the channel, by the way. If you haven't seen that video yet, please go check it out. My preview of Alireza for the candidates. I am expecting a pretty strong showing for him. After some of the controversy around him, I really expect him to bounce back big. I think, you know, some of the other younger players have taken some of the spotlight away from Alireza. I still think Alireza has all the potential to be a world champion, possibly multi-time world champion. I mean, we've seen him go up what he can do against Magnus and all-time controls in Chess360. I mean, the guy is yeah, we shouldn't lose sight of just how good he is for his age. I mean, I know he's been on the scene for a while now, but that doesn't mean we should lose sight of just how special he is. So I'm excited to see what he can do here in the candidates. So we got a knight falling. Got to check. Okay. Yeah. Well, that blunder certainly doesn't help Sam Bankonian, his odds of winning this one. Yeah, these Chess360 positions with these undefended pieces off the bat, man, it gets very dicey very quickly. Alrighty. Not really a lot of ways for black to complicate this. Yeah, you're just This knight's coming in, you're going to have to take it, and then there's really nothing. Yeah, you just have to take that. There's no way around it. And that, yeah, taking that is basically resignation. Just about the easiest way here. Defend the pawn. Maybe bring the rook in. Knight maybe coming over, yet. You can, of course, also come down the b file. And that didn't help. That really did not help. You could, of course, take that, and you will. I was going to say you don't have to, but why not? Yeah, getting active with that bishop, not simply reinforcing it and leaving it there, defending the g-pawn, but getting it as active as possible. That's what you want to do. Yeah, the rook can come up and over on the h-pawn, the rook can come on the b-file. And nothing for black to do. Meander around with the king. Bishop's protecting. That's going to be game. Yeah, not an easy task to beat Alireza in this time control. Chess360. And black resigns. Run from Contra to the top. Wow, he was just in 9th place not too long ago. Streaking. Yeah, Alireza is not streaking. He is up and down. That's the tough thing. Okay. Jasugi, another well-known entity around these parts. Titled arenas. Magnus has had a good amount of success against Jasugi in the past. Although, yeah, Jasugi holding his own against Alireza lately. At least, is this just Chess360? This, or is that all? I'm actually not 100% sure. I think it's everything, but okay. Knight coming in. This fork could be a problem very quickly. Yeah, not quite yet. Even though that was already looking dangerous with black's potential to develop quickly, but also not worth rolling the dice there. I'm gonna go grab some tea after this game. We're about the midway point here, so yep, just after the midway point. Okay. Yeah, I really like black here. The rook's not in the game. Now all of black's pieces are working. You have the opposite colored bishops, which, as we know, really favors the attacking side in the middle game. That trade was important, but yeah, threatening here though. Okay, I thought Alireza maybe was going to be able to cook up something there and avoid the trades, but he could not. And with that, now we obviously have a Very drawish endgame here. And this one is especially dead. This is now completely dead. That pawn doesn't matter. This is 100% dead. Unless, yeah, I was gonna say it's dead, and I was looking at it from White's perspective. Unless Black could put White in Zugzwang there, that really bad technique from Jasugi there, to let it get to that point, because it wasn't necessary. He didn't have to allow Alireza to get all the way in there, but oh, and yeah, yeah, that's the thing. So instructive lesson on opposite colored in games. As we know, even with two pawns can be a draw. The problem is if you have to stop a pawn, if you have a bishop that has to stop two pawns and they're both far away from each other, then that's often winning. Obviously at the end it was winning, but yeah, the further away the pawns are that you have to stop, the less likely that the king and the bishop are stopping. And of course the king wasn't in position to stop the pawn there at all, but just in general, good rule of thumb. If you have an opposite color bishop ending and you're trying to hold it, if you've got a position where you have to stop two pawns on opposite sides of the board, then it becomes much tougher to hold that as the defending side. But again, Alireza's opponent didn't. It should have been held. I think he was thinking too much about. He played too casually, bottom line. So, all right. Well, good for Alireza. Another nice win. I'm gonna go get some tea, as mentioned, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. And looks like we missed a quick loss for Alireza. Yeesh. Interesting. I did not think I wouldn't make it back for before the end of that one. Let's check that one out later. Okie doke. Sinarov taking some time here. Why is he taking so much time? I was wondering if he was, thinking about the knight here, if that was going to be a problem. If you move the rook, knight coming here, and this fork is a problem. Yeah, so knight here to threaten here, king over, I guess, in that situation, which is not what you want. Okay. Just adding a little more pressure here. Adding more force to the knight coming in, although now this move, yeah, threatens to trade off the bishop, deflect the queen from f2. But he's on the rook, he's defending. I don't get that. I don't get why he went in for that and pick up the bishop there. That's just a blunder, I guess. Didn't realize he thought the rook was going to be hanging. The rook would have to go to g2 and then he'd have the check at least. Grab the bishop. Okay. I don't know that we have tons to say now that this piece has been blundered. Yeah, there's just really no initiative for black here, even for it. I mean, you have this check is scary from this knight, but yeah, I was going to say white can still castle. Yeah, pressurizing here. This really looks like, and they're on equal on time. I mean, this should be a pretty simple task for Alireza. That looks scary, but it's still just a piece. Yeah, Alireza, of course, is just fine to trade. Yeah, now plenty of activity for white on the F file. Bishop coming in. Yeah, I thought he might trade the knight. Just, yeah, it's two pieces for the rook now. So, yeah, was that a blunder as well? I'm not sure, but I think it's still winning for Alireza, and we've got good pieces now. And the time is, of course, huge. Threatening discovery, winning the rook, still getting that, yep, and now it's totally over. Alireza can play this very quickly. Watch for this diagonal. Yeah, no issues here. Yeah, that's easiest. Just make sure black's not pushing any pawns. Let him win some of yours, that's no problem. All right. Surprised that Sindarov is playing this one out. I mean, he's first, and so take longer because you're on top, so no reason to go faster, but I don't know. I wouldn't play this out. And now he's done. After all that, okay. Yeah, rook simply coming over and allowing the pawn to get home. Okay. Dr. X Stranger. And D pawn opening. Bishops both being ketoed. Same minor piece configuration on both sides. Interesting position here. So after castling, we get something that looks pretty normal. The fiend ketoed bishop. You're going to have a weird knight on e6 and e3 probably instead of f6 and f3. Ooh. Yeah, allowing these pawns to just come down now. That looks problematic. Trading that first. Yeah, that's a nice little gambit from Alireza here. Although, oh, I thought he was down a pawn. Excuse me. Didn't realize he already. Yeah, given that he's already he's equal in material, this is just a great position for Alireza. Yeah, you're getting this in. Or just pile up here. That works too. Nice. Nice. Just win the pawn. And now pawn takes. Yep, another, that was a pretty quick one for Alireza. Yep. It's a nice win. And that puts Alireza in first. On fire. Yeah, only a matter of time for Alireza back on top. And Sindarov's streak is broken. He had a very nice streak. Well, 7 wins in a row. So that was a draw in there, but no, sorry, that was a win, not a berserk win, just a normal win. Okay. Alireza versus Wizard, the Wizard, another known entity from past titled arenas. Getting the English, my favorite, and we get the Agincourt defense. Of course, not really, just given the pawn moves, that's what we'd be seeing in standard chess, but we're getting something that's fairly normal-ish already. Ooh, that's looking very tough now. Gonna see a rook lift, queen getting over. Not immediately on the rook lift, but if you can dislodge that knight or. But yeah, if you're trading. Yeah, this was well played. Yeah, now it's crumbling. Or f6 fell, but at least you got the queens and pair of rooks off. We're gonna take here. Yeah, now threatening here and then the discovery. Was that not there? Takes. If pawn takes, then discovery. Yeah, discovery and you get the rook in the end, right? It's two pieces, but it's two pawns. Oh, there we go, and we finally get it. So that's what we have in the end. Except now, yeah, the question is... Yeah, I was gonna say, why can't you... Yeah, okay. Sanity check, yes, you can do that. Yep, just gonna win this pawn. And the game. Yeah, that always looked problematic, that line. Again, did I miss why it wasn't played like straight away? Yeah, here it's already a thing. Oh, maybe you just missed it and then found it. Because this, yeah. That was, the ending there looked good, and it was, so. Okay. Okay. Yep. Thought we maybe see b6 there. d6. Blocking in the bishop, okay. Getting this bishop out. Yeah. Good idea. Gotta watch out for this pawn. In fact, it's just falling unless you do something like this, yeah. Well, if you trade, then it would eventually be falling. But now, okay, so queen takes. Ready to recapture here, blocking. And now this knight is trapped. Nice catch there. Cannot retreat. This knight has no square, but if you take it, this knight would fall if, for instance, rook up and over. So it can't move, but it's also not getting taken right away. So interesting. Okay. Just backing up on the diagonal, I would think. Not on the diagonal. Yeah, if you take here, pawn takes, and then you're kicking this knight out, and you're able to retreat this knight. But forcing this, queen takes, rook. Oh, and the queen's just trapped, yeah. Can't take that with the queen, it's just rook e8 and trapped. So, means this knight has to retreat. Can you play bishop here? Get a tempo. And yeah, you don't want to go knight here. I mean, you're just getting steamrolled, but he is going to go. Yeah, gain the tempo. Okay, swinging over. Oh, yeah, and you can't go here. You're getting this check from the knight. Nice Nice find by white there. Yeah, if we just got trades. Now you can, yeah. Yeah, does he cash in on that? I mean, black's under pressure, but I'm not sure there's enough now to justify not taking the exchange. You have this, but is that killing? That is killing. Is it killing? Is this killing? You have to give up the queen. Well, yeah. King here. The problem is king here, king here, queen here, and you're eyeing up this queen. That queen's undefended. You're going to lose it. So you had to give it up there. Very nice tactical find by white. This FM. Philippos05 has played a great game. If he has enough time in the tank to win this, it would be a very nice win. Can tell his grandchildren the day that he beat Alireza in Chess360. But the time, oof. And he just, oh man, was that the queen was trapped? Oh my gosh, the queen is pawn. I don't know. It's not trapped. He can come back. Just a time blunder. Well, it's not lost or anything for white, and now he's up on the clock. Just played fast. Okay, well this obviously should be winning for black. Ooh. And this is, now it's going to be a very easy win. Yep, this is very easy now, obviously. Oh, man. Such a nicely played game. Real shame. Well, kudos to Alireza for winning, but white had played a nice game there. That was a nice tactic where making Alireza give up the queen. Good stuff. All right, Alireza in first, building up a little lead with this streak that he's on. Contra trying to keep up. And Grand Biniolus. Don't know that I recognize that name. All right, so get the bird. Just I don't know why, I just enjoy naming these openings here by virtue of what they would be in standard chess, but definitely not getting G4 following up F4 in the bird. Okay. Well, immediately I like this space grabbing endeavor by white, and it's just not immediately clear these pawns are going to be undermined anytime soon, because black's development is not going to be super fast in such a way that you can quickly undermine it. So if you're not doing that, what it does mean is the space is going to cramp black's development, and for that reason I like white already. Not a ton, but I think Alireza can be happy with the opening result here. D4, this knight is going, yeah, I guess it was going there, and so yeah, we get A6. Okay. Yeah, always the possibility of trading off this knight and winning this pawn at a later, probably not something you'd want to do anytime soon, but it could happen later. Coming back to defend, which Yeah, not really what you want to do. Undeveloping that knight. There's not really any way to add more pressure here, so the queen can defend while also firing at c2. We could see a battery here at some point, threatening the f4 move. Oh, just trading actually. Okay. Yeah, trading, and then this knight coming in. It's problematic. So the queen just covering this square. Yeah, still wanting to go for f4. Ooh. So interesting. Giving up the pawn, not taking it. Yeah. Black was probably going to be under pressure very quickly if he takes that pawn. I don't think it was an immediate. It was just the pressure. He was going to lose that pawn back here before too long. Ooh. Yeah, that's nice. Recapturing. This bishop is going to be very good. Cutting through here, yeah. Now you can trade off this piece. Eventually have the knight. You're going to have this pressure. If you can get this knight eventually posted here, then you're looking at a nice position for white. Yeah. Obviously, if you win this, then you've got this outside passer to win. So Black is surely looking at taking this bishop. He's not going to do it. Ooh. Pressure. Under pressure, do. Can't play bishop h6 to use the pin because obviously knight takes. Yeah. Back. Does this king just want to run all the way up? Alireza's down on time. Yeah, I had to go passive here now. Ooh, but now winning the 2 pawns. He's going to win one of these two. I'm just bringing the knight back in. Okay. Well, this... both sides have passers. They're both winning pawns. White has the doubled pawn. White has the extra pawn, but they're doubled. Is this winning for black with this pawn? Yeah, you have to come back to... Ooh. Yep. So that's a draw. I think that was a draw time, obviously. Just like that, Alireza goes down, but Contra drew. Interesting stuff. Alright, Alireza back in. Just a little less than an hour still to go. Okay, so this position. Looks like king is going queenside, yeah? And same for the white. King, yeah, threatening this. Oof. This is looking shaky. Knight, yep. It's not immediately crumbling though. This is definitely pressure for black here. Yeah, just coming in though. Rook on the 7th. I've heard it's nice to have. And there's counterplay here for white though. Yeah. Bishop has to watch over this this square to keep the bishop from falling. That's nice. Yep, that is nice. That's one way to deal with this knight being a pesk. Sorry, pesky pest. Pesk. Ooh, that rook or the knight is just gone. Right? Yep. Knight here, take the rook. Yep. That knight looked like trouble for black all of a sudden, and then it was trouble for white. Okay, Alireza bouncing back. Contra bouncing back from his draw. Hanging in there. All right. So and we get VM Alireza again. VM won the first and they drew. Will we see Alireza pull this one out in, again, what could end up being something really resembling a standard symmetrical English. Yeah, after castles here. But first, yeah, f6, interesting. Yeah, I don't want to allow. White takes, queen comes, yep. White's getting some good development in. In these symmetrical English positions, you know, it's often an idea anyway. You're going with the f-pawn push anyway. Made sense to do this to keep that trade from happening, and now at some point you probably wanted to play the pawn to f5 eventually. So, preventing f5 for now. Well, dissuading f5, because you'd be breaking open the G file. It's not what black would want. Just winning this pawn. Yeah, White's king is just hanging out in the middle. It's not an immediate problem, but it can become a problem very quickly. This diagonal is a problem. You don't want to take this knight, but yeah, I don't know, you can't really avoid it either. This pawn is very, very cramping to white now. This is not an attack that's getting home anytime soon. In fact, yeah, no. And white had to deal with his own king. So this space is just very, very nice for black now. Got the B file pressure coming. Obviously, we've got two pawns threatened. Backing up, this pawn's gone. Yeah, but why bother? Just win this pawn. Yeah, white's defended well here. Yeah, eventually you could see an endgame where you're pressurizing this pawn. You can't move this pawn forward because this pawn runs. So, definitely still like black here, but white has definitely made some progress. Obviously, you can't take the queen there. You don't want to activate black. Let's see. Yeah. Bishop in to eventually take the knight off. That would be problematic for black. Yeah, was that a... Did he resign? Oh, Alireza resigned. Too difficult to deal with all that at the end. Yeah. Yeah, it was looking very dangerous. White had made progress, and then by going in for that check and everything, and yeah, the counterattack on black's king there was going to be too strong. So interesting position though. So Alireza lost. Contra has fire. 46 minutes left. That one's getting very interesting now. E5 here? No? Taking. Yeah, it's probably going to be too weak. I mean, you'd have the knight coming in to defend, but... Yeah, probably... Didn't want to have to deal with defending that pawn, just trying to focus on castling here. Which we're going to see very soon. The rook coming potentially to pin the knight if allowed. Assuming we're going to see this possibility of a pin resolved for black before that would happen, but... Yep. There we go. Castles for black. Ooh. Yeah, if takes, get the immediate knight pin. And now where to go? Just here? Oh, that would be a problem. Well, either way, yeah. The back rank eventually would be a problem. Yeah, if you, the same line, the knight comes here, you could actually have had queen takes, and then the back rank. Right? Well, no, the queen's still defending the back rank, so... Or wait, no, because the rook's on the... Okay. I was thinking, yeah, maybe that wasn't working. It wasn't the exact line I was looking at, but hard to calculate all these tactics along with them this quickly. Sometimes they are just gambling. Sometimes you go for a tactic and you're just hoping it works. You're playing this kind of time control, of course. Not saying it wasn't working there. I'm sure it was, but... Interesting formation here. So, now what? Alireza is up a ton of time here. Alright, you're gonna have to make a move here, buddy. Defending G7 pawn, yep. Well, you just well, you don't want to trade in this kind of open position. You definitely don't want to trade the knight for the bishop. Yeah, I'm not sure about that move because, I mean, you're not trading this. Yeah, can't trade it. That would be a huge loss of positional. It would have been anti-positional to give up the bishop there, that is for sure. It's an extra pawn for black. And yeah, you've got all these isolated pawns. What white has going for it, these bishops are well placed, well coordinated. You have the rook, which is active. But, check here to win this. Yeah, this rook's still not in the game. That's really the thing. It would be another trade, and you're still down the material, but the bishop pair would be a nice asset, but you're immediately opening up the rook as well if you do that. So probably not worth it, I wouldn't think, but yeah, just hold the tension here. Okay, now, but he's gonna give it up. Okay, yeah, bishop back. So now the rook finally is getting out of prison here shortly. Although not to d8, Alireza is saying, but he is getting out. Let's see, can Alireza use the bishop pair here to get this, again, down a pawn, worse structure? He's got the bishop pair. Is that enough? Is that simply enough for Alireza? Can he maintain the bishop pair? Is this knight gonna force a bishop off? It's at least forcing the rooks off. You can't leave this square, otherwise you are getting the bishop off. The fork there. Interesting. And giving it up. Yeah, so just up a pawn. Gonna get pressure on these pawns though. Now there's no getting back. Now we can get back, but you're giving up this pawn. If this bishop retreats to defend here, king's winning here. So this should hit the mic there. Sorry about that. This looks like a draw to me. I don't think I mean, with the time, of course, but objectively, I don't think, there's any way for Alireza to get through here. Both sides have their weaknesses that can be lost. This trade is probably a draw. Yeah, this is definitely. This is a draw. Yep. Yep. Okay. Contra, drew, lost the fire. 1 point game. We're going to get Alireza Contra. 40 minutes left to take the top. Are we going to get the top matchup 1 and 2? Nope. Chessmaster. 2006. Okay. C-pawn. Open up the queen, open up the rook. What? Alireza didn't move. Did he really not? He's in pause mode. Is he done? Oof. Is he simply ratcheting up the challenge for himself to make it interesting? Or is he a little tilted after a loss and a draw there? Who knows? He's back. Just an internet dropout in Paris at the moment. If that's where he is. Assuming he's there preparing for the candidates. In fact, should he be preparing for the candidates and not playing this tournament? Gotta get a break from all that prep at some point, I would think. But anyway. So who do we like here? This knight is nicely entrenched now. It's a problem for Black's coordination. I think Black is okay. I think this position is fairly equal. Yeah, I mean, Black's got the center. White can eventually strike. Ooh, opening the G file. I mean, he didn't want it. Just come down on this pawn, which the knight's already hitting. Okay. Yeah, I think you had to do that. Is that pawn falling? Yeah, that pawn's falling if you don't go for that. It's probably not what White had in mind when he was hoping to gang up on this pawn. All right. Yeah, breaking it open with this knight sidelined makes a ton of sense. Those positional nuances, obviously you can't take care because of the fork. Yeah, Black is just making the right time to do this, come in. Just get at these pieces over here on the queen side. All right. Now that's not even threatened because you have this fork. If Black were to take that in the current position. So Black gets out of that. Yeah, he could have attacked both the rook and the knight would have been attacked, but the rook could come back and defend. Yeah, this is a nice one by Shant. Not that he's gonna win necessarily. Maybe he will. But White certainly isn't losing this now. Shouldn't, at least. Gotta watch the fork possibilities. Oof. Those forks. Yeah. Grab the pawn. Yeah, oh, yeah, you gotta get out of there because that skewer was gonna be possible to get the knight at the end. Okay. Yeah, the forks are the problem now. Trying to play quickly. Both of these, yeah, both sides have knights that can still win them the game and on any move. Yeah. But that's not good. Yep. Contra. 1. Oof. Heading back towards fire. Alireza 4 games in a row, no victories. And yet he's still right there. Yeah, lose quickly if you're going to lose. 30 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, the Titled Arena a couple of weeks ago was quite an exciting tournament and finish, and we've got another one. This is an exciting finish. I mean, Alireza has not been on his best game. I know he's got to be exhausted with all the candidates prep he's doing, and yet he started late, and he's of course right there, ready to win this thing. Yeah, Contra though. Alright, now threatening the fork, gets out of it, hits here again. Yeah, you don't want to play that because this weakness, and both these knights can come. Just doubling on the weakness now. Yep, that was going to be hard to defend. You're getting this back. But yeah. This is a bit passive, I would say. Goes without saying. So white okay here. Yeah, is this too much? I think. Yeah, it's looking dicey, but still no actual breakthrough. This knight doesn't have a home now, and white's doing a good job keeping it from doing something really tricky, and because of that, it's just a pawn now for white. Yeah, not much else going on now. But the time, it's going to be over for Cinderov here. Yep. Yeah, the time. Alireza's back. Oh. And another draw for Contra. Say goodbye to fire. That's tough. That's tough. So Alireza now is looking very good. If he can just string a few wins together here. 28 minutes left. Okay. Opening things up, getting this queen stare. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, black's getting active. Thing is, this bishop he has going to need time. Yeah, nice. Can't take that, obviously. Rook's falling. So I'll just get my fianchetto on here. And the funky castling there. More pins on this file. All right. Symmetrical pawn structure. Same minor pieces. Rooks have their own file, very equalish. Alireza has 3:20 on his clock, really blitzing everything out. Getting late in the tournament, trying to get as many wins, or many games in as possible. Hopefully wins, ideally wins, but... All right. Very, very drawish soon. I mean, white's got the bishop, or very drawish position. Bishop pair, but with pawns all on one side of the board, the bishop pair advantage is not quite as distinct. Knights, obviously, get better versus bishops when you have pawns on one side of the board, so it's not quite as big a deal now. And actually, yeah, now, yeah, could have traded off, but no reason to. Again, keeping this knight around makes sense, especially in these low time controls. It's nice to have knights. Watch out, king here. The skewer would be very bad. Trading, so very, very dead now. I don't think there's any rabbits to be pulled out of hats here. I mean, yeah, there's just no way for either side to win this. Pawns on one side of the board. Bishops. I mean, this is the better bishop. You've got the targets, but it's not. Black can't access them, so this bishop is just making sure this bishop is never getting in. So, again, very slightly better for black with the better bishop, but it's not. It's not going to be anything. Unless Alireza can manufacture some kind of weird Zugzwang, as they say. But don't think it's happening here. Draw. Draw, and Contra stays in the lead. Could we get... I'm hoping we get a Contra Alireza matchup at some point, but no, it's Penguin. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to get some very fast moves at this stage in the tournament from these two. Yep. Pawn or knights on the B file and G file, these A and H pawn moves can really make them very uncomfortable. Queen was on that. Gotta defend. Yeah, that was awkward for white. Gotta defend the knight. Not easy to get this pawn. just winning here now. But you'd be losing this. That's not what he wants. Okay, yeah, you gotta defend that. But yeah, you can't. Gotta push it. Yeah, you're always gonna lose one of these. Not both, so it's the extra pawn for Alireza, but everything one side of the board, knight, again, pawns on one side of the board, knight's strength goes up. Objectively a draw, these guys equal time, and yeah, they're both very up to handling positions in low time situations, so expecting a draw here. That's a little tricky now. Ooh, it's very tricky now. Yeah, Penguin did not make the task easier for himself. Penguin's almost down on time though. You gotta get that up though. Oh, wow. Nice win, Alireza. Very nice one. Contra. It's a piece, but it's pawns. Oof. Oh no, it's just two pieces for the rook, and he's down 3 pawns. Wow. Yeah, that's losing, man. He's going down. Well, then it should be Alireza's to win. If Alireza wins here, that's very nice. Wizard is as Stephen Colbert would say, formidable opponent. Ooh. Okay. Obviously the game plan, yep, for white, undermine the pawn chain here, which is already done. This looks nice for white. Yeah, white's down a piece, but yeah, getting that back right away. And you've got these active knights. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Guess that's resolved. Interesting. Huh. Ooh, this got complicated. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Lost the knight there. And yeah, you're defending just like that. Nice win. Yeah, it looked like the wizard had something cooking and Contra did lose. Okay. I think I'm willing to say if Alireza wins this next game with fire, I think we can conclude this tournament is over very soon. Okay. Ooh, again. There's a game where Magnus lost his queen in a similar position, except there was no blocking that diagonal. I don't like what's happening here for black. It's too quick for white. White's pieces are already semi-active. Black's pieces are a jumble. Yeah, this is undoubtedly, I'd say, solidly better for White. Gosh, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention to who we were playing. It's Contra. This is Contra. And to basically guarantee the win, and this is much better for White. Much, much better for White. This is I mean, it's losing. I have no doubt that this is if you put this in an engine, it's over already. Doesn't mean it's going to be converted, but yeah. Ooh, the king. I guess that's how good it is for White. The king can just afford to come over here. No light squared bishop around. No knight getting a nasty check in. But these pawns, it's just too much the space. They're going to come crashing in and do some nasty things at the wrong time. The time is, a factor, but it's fairly easy to play for White. Eventually we're going to see probably e6 maybe. Yeah. Trading the queens, so now, these targets. So now the focus is going to shift to maybe getting these rooks in, targeting these pawns. The only question now is how Alireza wants to do that, and he's got the low time, so yeah, so we saw f6 there, which was always a looming idea. Exchange, but not lost. Ooh, nice idea. Oh, but you're losing it. Yeah, you're losing this. But not yet, because this knight's going to fall. Contra has come back. Wow. That position was so nice for Alireza. Sometimes when you're in a bad position, though, it really focuses you to get as much as you can out of it. And just like that. Plus the time. Although Contra played quickly as well. This was surprising. Man, I can't believe Alireza. I can't believe Contra won that. Wow. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Happy for this guy. Well, that was it. That would have been it. If Alireza wins that, it's over. Now, yeah, if that's the prelude to a streak for Contra, yep, could be a very tight finish here. Okay. Oh yeah, you don't want to. Yep, that's bad. That was a nice spot. You can put the queen here, and if knight takes, yeah, this is ugly pawn structure now for White. It's the bishop pair in what's going to be a position that can open up very quickly, but yeah, this king now. This king. But yeah, Black's got to be up hitting. Yep, seeing that's a great move. Develop, hit the knight. Because this pawn is falling, which is part of the idea. But now this knight is falling. Going to see d5 here or knight here. Huh. Gotta move this. Gotta move this knight. Yeah. Just d5 to kick it now. Are you kicking this knight somewhere dangerous, like here, threatening here and here? Yeah, couldn't do that. That would have been very bad. So yeah, makes sense, and you're still covering. Okay. Yeah, pretty nice opening play here from white. Despite this pawn structure problems that he has. Sensible development otherwise, and yeah, these bishops are going to be potentially a problem for black. If black can withstand them, you could see an endgame where these pawns are a huge problem for white. We're not at the endgame stage yet, so. But if you're an endgame, really all players, you should always have the endgame in mind when you're playing the middle game. And when you're choosing your opening repertoire. I mean, if you don't like endgames, you probably shouldn't go for the Berlin endgame, but I like endgames. Actually, there's a line in the Caro-Kann-Panov where you typically get an endgame position, which is attractive to me, and now the classical Caro-Kann too. You often can get if black survives the middle game, you can get a pretty attractive. Ooh, yeah, can't take that. Queen's on it, rook's on it. You're taking with check. You take with check. Back over, and you're threatening. Bishop is covering the rook. Okay. Takes with check. Rook takes. Threatening the queen. Queen backs up. Knight. The knight check. You're also threatening here. Okay. Wow, after all that, we have this position. White gave up the exchange. This king is in major trouble. Yeah, that's a nice move. Make black repair your pawn structure if they want to trade off this bishop. If you're not trading it off, then this king is just in perpetual trouble. Time is probably going to decide it. Oh boy. And yeah, the clock's obviously the problem, but otherwise this looks, pretty equalish. It's equal in material, or was. Yeah, when you're that low on time, you just gotta throw pawns now at black. All right. Playing on the increment. Yeah, as long as you keep that diagonal under control. There's no way for white forward here. And this pawn is now a huge problem. So this one I think we can safely say is going to go to Alireza. And there it is. That's going to be checkmate. Okay. Alright. Contra is streaking now. Drops down. Okay. Ooh, just like that. Yeah. Oof. Just like that. Pressure. And this one is obviously already Alireza's. 8 minutes left. Conscious streaking. Oof. Exciting one again. But this should be a quick win for Alireza, I think, because it's also the attack. It's not. Yep, it's this attack. It's not just the exchange here. Yep, this is resignable, obviously. Yeah. Okay. Just like that, Alireza is now streaking. Contra's in a game. And he is looking good. Although definitely not over. Okay. And definitely not, that's not resolving quickly, which is unfortunate for him. It's looking like Alireza is going to take this, I think. If he wins this game, I think it's pretty safely over, so let's see. Yeah, already liking Alireza with that pawn established. Ooh, yep. Just letting that go. Yeah, and this would be dangerous, but this bishop is blocked out of the game. Yeah, there's no threat here. There's no threat. Oof. Oh. That knight is going bye-bye. That's game. That is game. Wow. Quick win for Alireza. Yeah, when he needed it. Some clutch, quick wins there. That's what it takes. All right. Ooh. Just took a sip of tea, and looks like we lost an exchange here for Alireza. Okay. And gotta defend the knight. I was gonna say, and the position is not looking bad for white either. Although, yeah, if you're Alireza now, you really just gotta push these pawns and hope for the best. Yeah, this pawn controlled by the rook and the queen. Ooh. Why not? Yeah, just trading that's going to be easily winning, but not necessary either. It's a better move. Castling. Castling might be inviting the queen in, potentially sacking here with the queen. Yeah, so you don't really want to castle. If the queen and these pieces are all coordinating. So he's gonna throw, yeah. King's gonna stay around in the middle. Oh, coordinating here though. Ooh, missed that skewer. Yep. That was good stuff. Yeah, that position was looking dire, and then just one slip up, found a nice tactic, and yeah, with that pawn gone now, oof. Yeah, it's still keeping this under control. It's obviously white's trump card. Yikes. King can run, but for how long and how far? far. Queen's controlling this square. That's obviously very important. Ooh, kicking. Yeah, let's see. Kicking the queen, and this is mate. Ah. Wow. Alireza. Very nice ending finale for him. We're gonna get one more. I don't know how late the games start in this format versus normal, or not normal, but the bullet titled arena. I think he's done. Contra lost that last one. Oh no, we're gonna get one more. Good old E4. Good old Sicilian. Good old Alapin. The funky F6 in there. Okay. Got a nice center for white. And it's not looking immediately like black's going to be able to undermine it anytime soon. So, whoa. That's one way to undermine the center, just give up a piece. Okay. Piece for a pawn, simply. Yeah, looking very good for Alireza up the piece here. Just putting the finishing touches on a win. Down a piece, can't trade queens, but now you have to. Plus has the C file. Oh, whoops. Caught pre-moving there, I guess. Even though that's, I mean, where else was the king going? Well, I think he's probably, oh. Yeah, this is over. Black is just queening. Probably just messing around now. Victory lap. That is it. Alireza. Yeah, started just a little, I think he did start a little bit late. And, whoa. Oh, the Dr. Nichterstern. It's funny. That was Magnus for a second. Yeah, performance 25-59, 40 games played. Win rate higher, 67%. Yeah, gotta get those games in. Berserking is the key. I mean, Contra. Yeah, not berserking, just not gonna get it done. But great showing from him. Alireza, congrats. Yeah, thanks for joining me for that. This Chess360 Titled Arena. It was an interesting and exciting finish there. So I'll see you guys in the next one.